How's everybody doing out there? This is the Glitch Trap. I want to talk about the Twisted Metal show that's out right now on Peacock. It's out on Peacock. You can check it out. Man, this film here, it's actually a show. It's a show. This is a show. It has how many episodes here? Right now, it's a 10 episode. It's in season one on 10 episodes. Right now, I'm into episode 7. I'm all the way into episode 7. I tried to, I'm binge watching this season. Of course, you're not going to be able to binge watch 10 episodes in one day. I mean, I still have, a life. But, right, I'm enjoying this show. I will say. I'm enjoying the show, but I'm gonna complete the first season and then I'll do the good, bad, and the ugly. But I'm gonna complete the season first. But what I will say is, even though there is a lot of things changed around in this show, like there are at the same time you don't know, or maybe they're just leading up to that. Let me not say, like, maybe they're leading up to the car tournament. You understand? That's, see, because up to episode 7, you have not got the car tournament, which is the whole premise of Twisted Metal. Right now, the show's premise stars Anthony Mackie. It stars Stephanie Beatrice as Quiet, Thomas Hayden as Agent Stone. Thomas Hayden Church as Agent Stone. So, and you have a few other characters. Samoa Joe plays Sweet Tooth. That is awesome. Like, Sweet Tooth is an awesome character. Like, definitely a fan favorite for everybody. And it's hard to go, like, they did the right thing by getting a huge guy, Samoa Joe, to play him. You needed that. He's voiced, I think, by someone else, though, Will Arnett, I think. But this is a good show. Even though, like I said, for those who are familiar with the game, the video game, a video game is where this starts from. Like, this property comes from a video game, Twisted Metal, which was out on PlayStation 1. The first video game came out in 1995. They had made them all throughout the years. The last one came out in 2012. My favorite one, I would say, is Twisted Metal Black, though. One of my favorite Twisted Metal games is Twisted Metal Black, and that was pretty dope. Now, like I said, in the video game, this was a vehicular combat video game. They weren't making runs like how they're doing in the show. Let me just give you the premise very quickly here. The concept is a demolition derby that emphasizes the usage of ballistic projectiles, machine guns, mines, and all type of weapons. They fight in an enclosed arena. Players choose a vehicle, an arena, or a series of arenas in a story mode to engage in battle with opposing drivers. Although each individual game features its own storyline, they all revolve around the eponymous Twisted Metal, a vehicular combat tournament. Listen to me, a vehicular combat tournament hosted once a year. It's almost all of the games. In almost all the games, the host is a man named Calypso, and then you also have, but in the series' fourth installment, contestant winner Sweet Tooth briefly takes over. But still, the main theme is you have the vehicular combat tournament. Now, I'm in episode 7, so maybe they're leading up to that, but right now there's no traces of that. They haven't mentioned that. They said you don't even know that exists in this continuity and universe. So that's something that I'm waiting to see. You see, in the show, we have, like, in the first episode, let me just explain the premise here. It's in a post-apocalyptic world after a large-scale cyber attack. Cities have become wall fortresses. Criminals have been exiled outside the cities and live in a lawless area. Outside of the city, some individuals work as milkmen and transport goods between cities. So that's basically the premise where we're at right here. There's not a car tournament. This guy, Anthony Mackie, is a milkman and he's transporting goods between cities in this apocalyptic world. In this apocalyptic world, it's not far-fetched from what can happen in the real world. So that lends, some of the some of your credence to the realism, like, and engages you more, because any of us can understand that all it takes is something like this, a large scale cyber attack, something that like if everything is controlled by computers and AIs that's going on, you can get reduced back to the Stone Age quicker than you think. But so he's transporting goods between cities. John Doe is his name. Now he's transporting goods to New San Francisco, and he meets with the chief operations officer of the city, Raven. Raven asks John to retrieve a package from New Chicago in exchange for citizenship in New San Francisco. Raven introduces John to her husband, Noah, and child, which is fake. They're not even real. They're hired actors and things. And Noah and child, Dove, and treat him to a nice dinner. After John leaves to retrieve the package, Raven reveals that her offer has been a setup and she does not have a child or spouse. Outside of the cities, a brother and sister, Loud and Quiet, are fleeing from Agent Stone and his deputy, Shepard. They are apprehended and given a choice for one of them to kill themselves or both die. Like one of them, they were given the choice by Deputy Shepard and Agent Stone. Agent Stone is like the main villain. I don't like now again. I mean, I guess like usually it's Calypso. Like usually there's really no mainstay villain. All of the characters are dark and all of the contestants usually have some dirt on their name. But Agent Stone is set out to be the worst character here and the basic villain that everyone that's going against the protagonist. But so they apprehended Quiet and Loud, which is her brother. They get apprehended, and Agent Stone gives them the choice to kill one of their siblings, to kill one another, or he's gonna kill them both. So the brother ends up killing himself so Quiet can stay alive. And she gets branded by Agent Stone. Now, John travels through Las Vegas on his way to New Chicago, where he encounters Quiet. And so that's Anthony Mackie's character. And now he encounters Quiet. And those two are in a dynamic, riding together and going on this mission to New Chicago. And he realizes that she previously tried to break into his car. They begin to fight, but they decide to team up after they were pursued by a psychopathic clown, which is Sweet Tooth. So that's the first episode. I just want to get you into that. I'll do a full review on the show after I finish it. But like I said, Twisted Metal, it's a good show. I'll say, like, if you haven't reserved, it's a good show that's on it's on Peacock and it's free. You have a lot of stuff that's out right now. It's all woke, and this definitely isn't that. And I think that they did a good job by the casting. Like, they still have the characters with their names. So if they get to the point where they're actually doing the tournament, this show, my rating's gonna go up for the show. Like, because right now they're not like, if you're familiar with the games, you don't really know like what's going on. You're asking, where's the tournament? You see Calypso trading packages and stuff, but you're like, where's the tournament? You see Sweet Tooth, but you're like, where? What are you doing? Like, Sweet Tooth is just on some psychopathic mission right now. He's not, So Twisted Metal is the name of the tournament. So with that being said, still, it's a good show. I suggest that you go and check that out. This is the Cool Club. I am the Glitch Trap. Bomb. Gone.